Hey YouTube, it's Katie and sorry it took me a while to make this part two, but I was busy and I kind of forgot about it. But I am back and we'll just dive straight into it. Day 6, let's get it. Um, I was also alone for a while today. Kylo had to go undercover to observe. I just had to wonder about who I was now. I wanted to ask. I wanted him to come back so I could ask him. It was about midday when I started feeling pain. Pain just all over my body. Red spots appeared on my legs and arms. Soon after Kylo came in the door and limped over to the couch. He was covered in blood. I ran over to him and asked, "What happened?" He responded, "Hug said I was getting weak and compassionate. I wish that death could have meant dead. He hates the fact that I told you about who you were, so he beat me up for those reasons." Can Huck mind his own business? I whispered, "Nurse Ray will fix you up." He smiled a little and said, "Thanks, Ray. I love having pretty girls working on me." Gross. Gross. I got a few claws, even though it was oddly hurt. It oddly hurt me to walk. I started wiping the blood off him. I looked down at his ankle and said, "Kylo, your leg sure is bloody." I looked a bit closer at it and said, "We should get you to a doctor." He said, "I'll be fine." I started wiping his ankle and felt that pain he was feeling. I said, "I still think you should really see a doctor." He asked, "How are you going to get me there?" I said, "Good point. Call one here." He said, "Not happening. You're not exactly supposed to be here with me. I don't care what rules I break though." Wait a minute. So, you says you don't care. Never mind. I responded, "Thanks, Kylo." I heard him thinking again. He thought, "I wish you could stay with me forever like this." I asked, "Kylo, you know you'll have to kill me in 2 months. Why are you being so kind if it's just going to come to that? Plus, you said you could kill me." He responded, "Well, Ray, I don't know how to tell you. You're just so kind and caring." I said, "Go on." I got up and sat beside him on the couch. He said, "Honestly, you're kinda..." I started to blush a little bit. Blush and asked, "Kinda what?" Kel looked away and says, "Replace the kinda with a very. Just say the goddamn thing, you big old man baby." I gently touched his face and made him look at me. He says, "You're so hot, I guess I could call you an angel." Oh my god. I laughed a little and said, "An angel who kicks at..." Oh my god. He smiled and he was, "Yeah, exactly. Also, an angel with a nice butt." Oh my god. Can you be even more cringy? The fuck? He then cut my cheek and kissed me. Hux, the one redhead, came in at the moment and asked, "Am I disturbing something?" "Geez, knock, dude." Uh, Kyle responded, "Maybe, maybe not. I'm still up to the terms of everything, Hux." I heard Kyle's voice in my head say, "Just play along and don't say anything unless you have to." Hux rolled his eyes and said, "Well, we've tried to give the resistance only 2 more weeks to surrender, or their little Ray gets her throat slit and a saber through her. If it comes to that, video it and send it to the resistance." Keller responded, "Yes, of course. Then we destroy Skywalker, and then we're gonna and bomb the resistance." Okay. Hux asked, Do you know the location of Skywalker?" He looked right at me, and I responded, "No, after my kidnapped Luke left, and I have no clue where he is." Hux looked back at Kylo and asked, "Have you been able to communicate with him yet?" Kylo responded, "Not yet. And could you possibly get some batcha? My ankle is pretty bad." Hux rolled his eyes and says, "Don't be improperly interested when I come back, Ren." Kylo said, "Sure thing, Hux." Hux then left, and a few minutes later, I asked, "What's his problem?" Girl says, "Well, he's gay and nobody knows it." Wait, what? He really likes me. Oh my god. One night, he came in with some wine, and I told him that I'm not interested, and he got mad. He's acted like He hates me ever since that night, and he's super jealous of you being here. I have a few problems with that. I asked, were you reading his mind? He says, I do it all the time. You can do it if you want. Aladdin said, okay. Move out the way. Hugs came back and entered his mind. I found everything embarrassing through Hugs' life. He sat a back on the floor and walked away. Caleb said before he left, your butt looks nice, Army. Really round and plump. Hugs kept walking. He was quite happy. Caleb whispered to him, just a joke, Ray. I asked, what if he comes back? Caleb said, he won't. He then put his foot in the bucket of abacha. Back to X. What are terms? Caleb responded, I can do whatever I want to you, and it'll be okay as long as I kill you if the resistance doesn't surrender. I won't hurt you, though. Caleb grabbed my hand and asked, are you okay? You just told her that you can kill her. You literally just said you can kill her. And then you immediately after that ask her, are you okay? I would not be okay after that. I wouldn't be okay with any of that. I leaned against him and I said, I'm fine, just a little worried. Oh my god. A bit sad, but in some ways a bit happy. I responded, I understand. I said, thanks, Kayla. I have a question. The ex asked away. I asked, do you hear my thoughts accidentally like I hear yours? God. He said, yeah, I hear your thoughts all the time. It's been happening since the forest bond broke. I said, so I'm never alone. He says, you are sometimes, not often though. Always be with you if you need me. I hugged him and said, thank you. He put his arms around me and says, you're welcome, sweetheart. Okay, thing. You can't just keep on saying I can kill you and then be like, I love you. That's called an abusive relationship. A toxic ass relationship that no one wants to be in. I don't even understand. But be right back. Okay, we're back. Day 7. Let's go. Halo walked around the kitchen, still trying to gain the feeling in his ankle from yesterday. He says, well, Ray, you've been here a week. What the? Okay, never mind. Time's weird. Silence says, yeah, and I've only got 2 more. What? Sorry, confusing. Kello said, they'll surrender. I know they will. I responded, I hope so. Okay, if you know they're gonna surrender, okay, you're just making this gambling bit of, if the resistance surrender, Ray won't die. However, if they don't surrender, Ray will die. But then again, you won't let her die? I'm confused in this whole scenario. I know this is not being taken seriously, but I like taking things seriously. I like just judging things, okay? It's just... He sighed and says, and if they don't, I'll make sure that you won't die. See, this is my exact point. What the fuck? I'll do whatever it takes because with force bonds, if one dies, the other is sure to be different. It's simple. I'm probably going to die if you die. That's even worse. Okay, so you're saying due to this quote unquote force bond, which I don't think that's a thing that exists. In Star Wars, I'm not sure. I can be completely wrong. You can correct me in the comments. I don't care. It's just okay. So if the one person dies, then you die. Where was that in the movies? I'm sorry. This doesn't make sense. It's so stupid. I'm not gonna joke here. I nodded and says, we share pain and emotion, and what you're saying makes sense. No, it doesn't. It makes no goddamn sense. Ray, you dummy. He sighed and says, we'll both make it out alive. No, you won't. X, can you tell me more about force bonds? I assume you learned more. He sat down and says, well, force bonds can be broken. If no force communication is used, the bond weakens, and after a while, there isn't a force bond. Okay, wait a minute. Did you say in the last chapter that the force bond was broken? So technically, Ray shouldn't be able to feel the stuff that you're feeling. I'm trying to make it make sense here. It's so stupid. X, so how long have we had our bond? Yes, I guess it started when you were little and kept up because I thought about you a lot and was triggered sometime in between the attack of Maz and the fight on Starkiller. Wait, Starkiller? You mean the Starkiller? Never mind. I smiled at the memory. Killa said, I carried you that day. I didn't exactly trust the troopers with you. I said, thanks for protecting me. There was a knock at the door, and Killa said, stay here. Oh boy. I nodded in approval. He went to the door, and I listened to his thoughts. He was talking to someone named Captain Phasma. See, I really liked Captain Phasma in the movie, but then they ruined her. I liked her. She was fun. She was good until they ruined her. She was covered in burns. Oh god. Apparently, the resistance wasn't going to surrender. I let Kyle close mine. I started crying, and a few minutes later, Kyle came back. He started rubbing my back and says, don't worry. I said, I want to talk to General Organa. I have an idea. I smiled and he said, go on. Oh, we left the room and went into another one. Yes, leave a room and go to another one. Yes, very specific. It had a screen. Okay. Kyle messed with it and messaged the resistance. Leia thankfully picked up. I said, Leia, I need you to surrender, please, because it would be just me dying. It would be your grandchild too. Kyle looked at me and I spoke through the force. Just roll with it. Wait. Wait a minute. Are you begging Leia to surrender? And to just throw in the fucking guilt train? You throw in grandchild? That's toxic as hell. I'm sorry. Leia said, Ray, calm down. You're pregnant? I smiled, yes, please just save us. She said, okay, Ray, we will. You fucking dumbass. She then turned off the camera. That shut my screen off. Kyle said, you couldn't come up with anything better? Or could you? I said, it's just easier to say I'm pregnant. No, it's not. Kyle said, well, now you're gonna tell the whole base and news spreads quickly. I said, well, if you want it to be true. Oh my god, please. No sex scene. I can't read smut. I might get banned. I can't. Kyle says, I hope you're joking. I said, of course I am. It's so dirty mind, Kyle. Oh god. I'm gonna puke. He rolled his eyes and we started walking back. Caleb grabbed my hand and said, would you ever consider children? I mean, you. I responded, maybe, maybe not. It all depends. Caleb let my hand go and smiled. I asked, what are you so happy about? I hope you aren't. You said the resistance surrendered a lot of troops. Someone came running down the hall to tell Kyle about it. Kyle listened through it, which meant I had to also. After that, we went back to the apartment. Hux was there. Kyle asks, what do you want, Hux? He says, well, remember how you have this time with Little Ray? Mind if I have a moment with her? Kyle said, sure. I sensed his hesitation through the force. Hux grabbed me and slammed me against the wall. What the fuck? He then slapped me across the face and laughed. He asked, oh, is Little Ray... Oh my god, please, 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 please. No. I said, yes, so you better stop. He said, well, Ray, see, Kylo doesn't have time for children, so basically, the baby has to die. I am so sorry. It's so funny. Okay, I'll keep going. So basically the baby has to die, but you're not to tell anyone or you die too. Hux looks at Kylo and says, come on, Ren, do it. You're the one with the force. First of all, if I was in a situation, I was like, get your hands off me. I'll slap him right back. I'm sorry. It's just Kylo put his hand up and I felt pressure all around me. Hux smiled that evil smile. I screamed, I hate you, the both of you. He said, it's done, Hux. Hux says, good, Ren. What does Hux have around Kylo Ren? A fucking leash? A fucking shock collar? I wouldn't be surprised at this point. That helmet, that VR helmet you fucking have in Sword Art Online? I don't fucking know. I looked at Kylo and then back at Hux. As Hux was about to leave, I kicked him in the back. Kylo said, thanks, Ray. Hux's terrible flirting would be enough to get me to that one. I said, Hux, you'll go back to your room and forget this ever happened. Hux repeated what I said and did just so. Kylo said, I thought that only worked on the weak-minded. I responded, well, Hux is more weak-minded than me. Kylo hugged me and says, don't worry, no harm came to you except what Hux did. I said, what are we going to do? Me rocking beside his side and said, I don't know, stand here for now. I buried my face into my swole chest and said, that sounds perfect, but you know there's other things we could do. Okay, thoughts. Okay, never ever lie to someone that you're pregnant. Even if you think you're pregnant, don't just start and say it because it might not be true. Like, that's a really toxic thing to do, especially if you're saying you're having a baby to keep someone in a relationship. That's toxic as well. But also the whole Hux thing, it's awkward. I don't like it. Please kill Hux. I don't like him. Like, in the story he's an asshole. Okay. Next. Day 8. Cal and I sat together and he said, Day 8, don't worry. There's this week and next till we even have to think. I said, yeah, well, they're going to surrender. I feel really bad now about telling Leia I'm pregnant, just so they would surrender. Oh, now you feel bad. Kylo said, don't worry, she'll forgive you. I don't think so. Pregnancy is a really big thing. I asked, how do you know? He said, I'm a Force user too, and plus, I'm her son. But do you know your mother that well? I said, good point, not good point. How long until you think they'll surrender? He responded, I don't know. A few more days, hopefully? I smiled and said, hopefully, but hopefully not. I like it here, with you. I put my head on Kylo's shoulders. I heard his thoughts again. Ray is such a cutie. Can't wait to surprise her. Oh my god. I wonder what my surprise was. Kylo put his arm around me and asked, how do you feel, Kylo? He said, fine. My stomach isn't as upset as before. My ankle still hurts, though. I said, that's good. Your ankle will get better soon, I'm sure. He said, I hope so. Okay, call a doctor. Like, it could be broken. Call a doctor. And also, are we forgetting that this man has a hurt leg, but he's walking around like he's fucking runs the joint? Like, he cannot keep walking if it's broken. I swear to God, that's not how bodies work. I started to play with his hair. He acted like he didn't really care. Hey, that rhymed. I started to braid a part of it and says, are you into man buns? He said, kinda. Really? Really? Kylo Ren into man buns. Weird. The door then crashed down. Kylo and I looked back. I recognized some of the faces. Finn gasped, "What are you doing, Rey?" "Snuggling with the enemy." Oh god. Kylo pulled me a bit closer and I said, "He's nice if you don't look at him as the enemy." Finn says, "Well, what are you coming home with us?" Kylo says, "As soon as we're gonna surrender, she will." Leia walked in and says, "Son, you'll get to keep your child if you just let Rey go." I looked at Kylo and then back at her. I said, "I'm not pregnant actually. I just want you to surrender so I could be freed." Leia asked, "So I'm not going to be a grandmother?" She started crying and Kylo mumbled, "I knew she'd be upset." "You fucking... No, you didn't." Finn says, "So you lied? You're lost, Rey. He's brainwashed you. Where is the old Rey?" It says, "I'm where I belong." Leia says, "You're right, Rey." Finn turned to her next. "What do you mean?" She smiled and says, "It's obvious. Tell everyone I'm surrendering the resistance." What the fuck? What's going on? Kylo smiled a little and says, "Well, it took you that long to figure it out. It aids with the balance. I never did want this. I just wanted Rey." Rey let me go and said, "Well, you have your Rey back now." Leia says, "And my son back." Kylo said, "Well, actually, I plan on staying here until everything settles." Finn says, "I'm still confused." I am too, buddy. I am too. I laughed and said, "Finn, there isn't going to be resistance in First Order. In First Order. It's all ending." Finn asks, "What about the dark and light?" I looked at Kylo and says, "I guess we could work together." Kylo says, "I'm not a Sith. The goal of the Jedi was to destroy the Sith, and the goal of the Sith was to destroy the Jedi. I'm not a Sith." Okay, we get it. We get it. We get it. Just goddamn, you're kind of confusing me. I asked, "Well, why don't you come home then?" He says, "Well, Rey, I can't." I hugged him and says, "Yes, you can." Leia walked over and says, "Ben, we miss you." I forgot his name was Ben. I'm so stupid. He sighed, "I know, but not everyone misses me. Everyone will think I'm dangerous." You are dangerous. You're a man, baby. Who was a fucking light stick? I'm sorry. You're a fucking man child. I said, "If you see what I saw, they won't think you're so bad." Finn says, "You're Leia's son. You can't be all bad, but still a fucking jerk." Yeah, Finn. High five. I'm on your side, Finn. Kylo responded, "But what if I kissed him?" After that, he said, "Okay, I'll come with you." What the? That's not. You are not really hard to convince, are you? Leia says, "Well then, Ben, maybe I will be playing for a grandbaby soon." Ben and I. You just started calling Ben all of a sudden. Okay. Okay. Ben and I both said, "No, absolutely not." That cracked Finn up. I started laughing too. Leia looked around and asked, "Wasn't Paul with us?" Oren says, "Well, he's probably found someone attractive." Leia asks, "Did you tell him not everyone is gay?" What the fuck is going on? What's the gay stuff? I said, "I don't think he understand." I don't think he understood. I said, "Anyway, Finn, how have you and Rose been? You haven't included Poe in that, have you?" He smiled and said, "We're good." I looked at Kylo and asked, "Do you consider us a thing?" Like I never did the whole awkward Jedi Academy thing, so I guess we can use that term. I said, "I guess. I thought you already confirmed that." They said, "Come on, you two. We need to find Poe." Okay. Another thing, I am just so confused. I am so confused. This is a whole. I gotta finish this entire thing before I even say anything. So, another as we add, so I'm gonna just pause right here and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. And question: why is there part 2 to day 8? I'm confused now. Okay, Arthur, Hugs has sent you a song above. The song always cracks me up. Oh, and spoilers: Hugs also finds a soulmate. Sorry, Storm Pilot shippers. Nope. Ben said, I know a certain guy. I wait, wait, don't tell me. Don't tell me what I think it is. Please no. I laughed and says, well, I guess they'd be perfect if Hugs learned how to be nice. Ben laughed and says, well, he'll learn. Finn says, we all will have to learn some new stuff. Leia says, come on, we've got the rest of the team waiting outside. We all went out to the hall. Ben whispered to me, don't worry about Luke. I'll make sure he's not too harsh. I said, thanks, Benny. Don't call him Benny. He blushed and I laughed. I said, that's what we get for calling me sweetheart. Ben started walking down the hall and leading the others. I jumped on his back and he said, fine, Ray. I said, well, I don't feel like walking. He let me stay on his back. The rest of the team who had come were with us now. We went to this room after looking for about 4 hours. 4 hours! I'm assuming it was Hux's. Kayla typed in a password and we found Hux and Poe making it. Oh my god. Kayla said, well, I found them. Oh my god. Damn it. I knew it. I just freaking knew it. I want to die. Looked at Poe and asked him, how far are you going to take that today? He says, that depends on how Army Bo feels. Oh my god. Leia asks, well, are you two coming with us? He says, come on, babe. I'll show you all kinds of great stuff at my place. Things I'm sure you'll love. Please stop it. Hux smiles and says, okay, Poe, I'm gonna die. I want to die. I want death. Kylo, oh my god, pick between the name Kylo Ren or fucking Ben. I want to die. Kylo says, don't do anything strange in front of us. He says, we're not. I'm just being thankful that I found someone else that likes me back. Plus he says I'm really nice. Oh boy. Okay. I laughed a little and lay aside. I just have to wonder what's all about. I thought and said, I'll tell you everything later. Then asked, why don't we go home now? I said, good idea. We all went to the Millennium Falcon. I asked, do you remember this place, Ben? He says, yeah, I do. He also almost cried. I says, don't worry about your dad. He'd be proud. What? No, he killed his dad in the movie. He literally killed fucking Han Solo in the movie. What? I don't think he'd be proud. He'd be pissed. He says, I know, right? He also knew I'd do the same day. Do this someday. He let me down from his back and walked to one of the 4 panels. He says, it's all still here. I looked over and saw what it was. Ben picked up a box and says, I'm saving this for later. I picked up a picture in the pile. I asked, Ben, is this you? He looked at it and says, don't judge. I was 13. I laughed a little and says, you look tired. He says, I was tired. Training like that was hard. I sat the picture down and put out a lightsaber. It looked to be double-sided. Ben said, be careful with that. I stood up and turned it on. It was greenish blue. What do you mean greenish blue? Is it a green or a blue? Either one. Not greenish blue. to like a teal color. Ben's mom says, "It's a nice saber, isn't it?" I turned it off and handed it to him. I said, "It's amazing. I've never seen one that color." He said, "Two crystals called to me of different colors, blue and green. Just make that nice shade in a saber." I don't think that's how it works. I'm not sure how lightsabers work or the kyber crystals. It's just I'm just being stupid. I'm not gonna talk about that anymore. He looked into the pile and used the force to pull a droid out. He says, "Meet BB7." He flipped the panel open and turned the droid on. The droid looked at Ben. Ben turned out his palm, and the droid scanned it. The droid perked up a few seconds later. Ben smiles and says, "Well, Sev, I guess we'll be together a bit longer than I thought." I looked at the droid and rolled away. Ben says, "Sev, she's really friendly." The droid rolled forward and Kylo pulled my hand to let the bond scan it. I asked, "Is this droid going to remember me?" It says, "Till the end of the galaxy." I said, "Well, he's a cute little one. Do you have any more?" Kylo responded and says, "Yeah, I'll get them in a moment when I uncover them." I said, "I'll clean the dust off them when I get a chance." Leia said, "It's late, you two. Go to bed. Everyone else is sleeping." It's the nighttime. Ben asks, "Where are we going to sleep?" Leia said, "In the bedroom. Everyone else are sleeping in theirs." I asked, "What about me?" Leia says, "About you, Rey. I'll find somewhere for Ben to sleep if you don't feel comfortable sharing a bed." It says, "I'm fine with it, I guess." It says, "To bed you two then. To bed you go then." Ben says, "Come on, Rey, I'll show you. Please no sex. Please no smut. I cannot." I don't want to read smut. I followed him to what looked like a normal bedroom. I got into bed and Ben started messing with the live holo cam on the front of the room. He got it working and took off his shirt. "Please don't take off your shirt." He turned and looked at me. I felt myself blushing and asked, "Do you sleep like that? And why exactly are we sharing a bed?" He says, "Yeah, do you feel uncomfortable? Because I'll put my shirt back on if you want." I feel uncomfortable. Mom's a bit pushy with me in relationships. She did this on purpose. Leia? Okay, never mind. I said, "Please don't. I feel terrible about acting how I did the last time I saw you shirtless." Ben said, "That's fine with me." He lay down next to me and asked, "Has anyone ever told you that you're hot?" Please, just stop. Just stop. He said, "Hux has, but I'll call you the first." I rolled over onto his arms and said, "Thanks, Ben." He put his arm around me and whispered, "You're welcome. Are you tired?" He said, "No, not really." He continued whispering, "I'm not tired. I know it's only been a week where we've been close, but I know I like you a lot. I mean, with everything else that's happened to us." I responded, "I feel the same way. With the forest spawn and all, I feel like we've known each other for years." The forest spawn is bullshit. I'm sorry. I respond, sorry. He started taking my hair and ties up. He said, "I feel the same way." I asked, "Is this love?" He whispered, "I think the forest is saying yes." I asked, "Or are your pants saying yes?" Oh my god. Ben whispered, "Yes." I said, "Go to sleep. I'm not interested in losing my virginity tonight." Yes, fine then. Officer, I guess you could say the force wings in Ben's pants. I'm going to die. I want to die now. Just, I can't. I want to die. Hopefully these two are last ones, because I'm just about done. I want off myself. I was being gently shook awake. I gently yawned. Morning, Ben. He says, good morning, Ray. I ask, why did you wake me up right now? He says, I felt like it. He kissed my cheek and says, something big happened this morning. I ask, what is it? He says, I was asked to be Emperor of the Galaxy. Wait, what? Power over everything. How would you feel about that? No, no, no. You cannot put this man baby in charge of a galaxy. Are you kidding me? He said, that's great, Ben. When would it start? He said, in a few years. He says, take it then. It will be good for you. He smiled. Thanks, Ray. He kissed me and I said, you're welcome, Ben. I smiled and said, I'm going to the meeting. You can stay here if you want. I said, okay. Okay, again, you cannot let this man-child run a galaxy. Or even yet, the galaxy. Are you fucking kidding me? This is the worst thing that could ever happen to the fucking galaxy. I swear to fucking God. I then went back to sleep. I woke up a few hours later, noticing I was in a different place. A few hours later, Ben came back. I said, hey, Benny. I rolled over and he said, well, finally you woke up. I smiled and he calmly asked, why did you want to stay here or go inside the base now? I sat up and says, go inside the base. He picked me up and says, come on then. I laughed and said, let me walk. He put me down and says, but I want to carry you. You're light and soft. I says, not Barrel style, please, Ben. He said, fine then, Ray. I started to walk. He asked, am I allowed to call you mine? I said, sure, Ben. Just don't go screaming, Ray is mine in the middle of the street. He then says, okay, Ray, I won't. We got off the ship and walked into the base. He showed me to a room and he then asked, do you want to stay with me? I said, yes, I'll stay with you. He asked, why would you want to stay with me? I said, because I know the true parts of you, the sweet, sensitive, compassionate, emotional parts of you. I like the real parts of you. I smiled and he said, thanks for the good and enlightened me. Just that. I says, no problem. You're a good guy. No, he's not. He killed his dad. And countless other lives. Like, come on. You should know that no matter what anyone else says, you're great just the way you are. No, he's not. He says, thanks, Ray. Am I still a monster? Yes. I purred. Well, that depends, man. Please, no. Please, no. He says, well, that's supposed to be a joke about fucking? A fucking? I'm trying to make myself laugh so I don't off myself. I said, I couldn't help it. He laughed a little and says, that didn't mean anything. He said, I know, but really. Halfway through his sentence, I stopped him and says, no, Ben, no. You're not really a monster. You're human. He smiled and said, okay, sweetheart. I then hugged him and he whispered, thank you, Ray, for everything. I said, you're welcome. I love you. He then said, I know. Say it back. If you really love her, say it back. You pussy. We then kissed. His lips were nice. I liked the softness of his lips. He broke the kiss and said, beautiful. You're beautiful. I hugged him and said, thank you, Benny. He then looked at me and smiled. He said, you brought me home. I said, it's where you belong. You'll be good. You are good, Ben. He then says, no, not yet. I said, no, you're great. But if you ask me again if you're a monster, I'll be upset. You know you're kind and compassionate. You're not what you seem. Just learn to show it and let the darkness out of your mind. It's simple as that. It's not that simple in psychology's standpoint. Never mind. He then said, okay. Then they came up and says, "Well, Ben, you've changed, and so have you, Ray. All because you were his hostage for a while, I guess." I smiled and said, "Yeah, I guess you're right." Uh, Ben then smiled and says, "Of course." With that, I knew I'd forever be known as his hostage. That is not a good way to end things. Is that really it? Oh, that's it. Okay. Okay. Final thoughts. Wow. Okay. A lot of things didn't make sense. Clearly, I know this was supposed to be like a joke type fan fiction. I completely get that. It's just sometimes when you do a joke fan fiction, some people do put time and effort into it that makes it make sense. The whole force bond doesn't make sense. The whole, oh, I can kill you, but I don't want to, I love you thing, it makes me sick. I don't like it. Also, the whole, just throwing me that people are gay thing, I don't mind people, gay people. I'm gay. My partner is gay. It's completely fine. It's just when you throw it willy nilly like that, it makes me uncomfortable. I don't like that. Um, Kylo, still Mampy. Ray, still Mary Sue. Does it matter? Not really. Unless you want to count those of the fucking new announcement of the fucking new Ray movies, I don't care. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you for watching. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. I would love for your support. Um, leave a comment for whenever other stories I can do. Next time I'm gonna do creepy pastas, and oh boy, it's gonna be a doozy. So you stick around for next time. Um, but yeah, that's all. Thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day or just wonderful night. Just have a wonderful be you and just have fun. Bye bye guys.